So this is the remainder of all the caulking that I was doing earlier. So all these spots are cleared, or actually coated, so that this is one of my procedures for eliminating the fact that bugs can get in here. Also, on this side, I had to finish the venting system for the bathroom. So the vent here comes from the toilet over here, and also over here is where the vanity is going to be. A couple things I got to finish up there, but this goes all the way over to this side, which is the vent for the shower, and all three of those vents connect together and it goes here. So that's one of the things I was doing also. So that is what happens. The electricity is done. The fan up here is operating. The light up here. Earlier on, I forgot to put up this box here for the light over the fan. So I went ahead and installed that and checked it and make sure it was working. All my switches are hanging. I didn't bother plugging anything in because I still have to do the walls, so I won't do that for a little while. So that's some of the other little stuff that I was doing inside here. So the ceiling is all finished up there where the plywood comes together. So this is all ready. So since I'm about to take off out of here, the majority of everything that's left to do is basically insulation and wall covering, whatever that's going to be, and floor. I have some flooring here that I was going to install, and that is right there. But this is the snap together stuff. Don't know if I want to use that for this part right here for the kitchen. I'm sorry, for the bathroom, because I need a more waterproof flooring. This is good, I suppose. I've never done this kind of floor before in a place that I have on my own, so I want to be 100% sure. Since this is the bathroom floor, I want to make sure that if there's any water, it doesn't get to my plywood here. So I think I may put a different kind of vinyl flooring on that, where I actually have to put some adhesive down on the floor, let it get tacky, and then put it on, because that will hopefully give me some more water protection on the floor if there are any leaks around. So that's one of the other things I did. And here I have these little blocks here because I'm going to put 10 around the shower for the enclosure. So those blocks down there give me something to nail onto, or nail the tin onto at the bottom, so that it gets a nice connection down there and there are no parts where it's kind of bulging out. So all those little things I had to do. And of course, one more thing I have to do after I get my handicap bars, I guess you would call it. I'm going to put some anyway. I don't need them right now, but who knows? So I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. So I'll put those in, and then I'll put one over here also right next to the toilet, so that in case myself or anyone else is in need of using it, it'll be there and I won't have to go back later and install it. That's one of the things I'm trying to do also, is try to figure out all the things that I want to have later right now and put them in now, so I don't have to go back and put holes in the walls or do things like that. Because since my walls are still open for a brief time, I have to think of all the things that needs to be done. And little things like this right here, I had to put in, because my wall covering will come this way and it's going to have something to nail onto right there. So I did it from here all the way down, because you have to have something to nail onto, just like the top right there where those two 2x4s are nailed right there. That's for the ceiling to get nailed onto. And I did it on the other side also. And these are those little things that nobody really tells you, but when you start doing it, you actually have to think a little bit ahead so that you don't end up doing it just when you're about to start putting up all your walls or your ceiling or anything like that. So that's what that is. Of course, right here in the top is where the vent went out to the roof, because I did put another hole in my roof, and as you can see right there, there's no signs of leakage because I only went through one layer this time. Unfortunately, when I put in the chimney for the wood burning stove, I went through 2 layers. I didn't know that. I sealed the top layer, but I didn't seal the bottom layer. That's where my water was coming from. So we live and we learn, and we try and make improvements as we go. So that's it for this video.